Okay, guys, welcome back to a new video here. We got a wild video of Cenk Uygur on Piers Morgan today. Absolutely explodes. Probably the angriest I've ever seen him, and that's saying something. As some IDF spokesperson basically arguing over what's been going on in Gaza, specifically in the last few weeks, where we've seen a complete blockade of aid entering the Gaza Strip for several weeks. And there has been reports, this is confirmed even by Donald Trump, has said the people of the Gaza Strip are starving. So this is not some peace news. This is Donald Trump saying this. But at the same time, we're seeing a lot of Israel people out there. We're seeing this spokesperson out there saying, oh, that's not true. The people of Gaza should be thanking us and praising us, which is beyond insane. And Cenk Uygur just can't even believe it. And right before the clip I'm about to show you, you have this guy, because of course Israel is not allowing any sort of foreign journalists into the Gaza Strip. There are a couple of journalists who are allowed in, which is a lot of the common propaganda point that's used. Oh, they're letting in some journalists. But what they don't tell you is, guys, they're only letting in these journalists with supervision with the Israeli Defense Forces. So obviously they're not going to let them go see potential atrocities that are being committed. They're letting them go with them. So it's very monitored, it's very secure, and usually it's genuinely friendly journalists going in, unless it's the actual Palestinian-born journalists for the most part, which we're seeing, who are in many cases are being killed, which Israel has killed a record amount of journalists this year, which Piers Morgan brings up too, because of course it's absurd that they're not allowing any journalists in. The idea that it's for their safety is completely ridiculous. I mean, that's obviously not what it is. Journalists are allowed into war zones all the time. And Cenk Uygur just completely explodes at this guy, calls him a terrorist. I mean, the entire thing is insane. And Piers Morgan himself, you can tell, is getting very sick with this war. He's saying it's completely insane what's going on. And the Netanyahu government has basically said, yeah, we're going to completely take over the Gaza Strip. That is the official government line right now, which is completely insane. And it's at odds with the Trump administration. They're saying, the reports today saying, hey, we're going to cut off aid to the administration and the government of Israel if potentially, this is being reported, and Trump himself has not said this, if the war does not end. And it seems that Israel has no intention of ending this war. This comes at the same time we're seeing talks between the Iranian government and the U.S. government are reportedly collapsing on the issue of nuclear enrichment. So we could be at some sort of major tipping point here on potential with war with Iran. So here's the first clip, and I'll show it to you after. Cenk Uygur absolutely explodes. And guys, by the way, make sure to like and subscribe. It's super good for the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button. And my Patreon and Amazon link are in the description as well. So here's a video of Cenk Uygur, one of the two I'm going to show you. It's wild. Get ready for it. Here we go.
Hungry right now is because all that food that goes into Gaza is taken by UNRWA, all the international agencies that fill their coffers with that food, by Hamas, who steals that food from the Gazan people. And now that Israel actually has a plan to go into Gaza, take over the Gaza Strip, enable very clear distribution points, you should be cheering, Pierce. Everyone in this
panel should cheer an 11-week blockade of food to an impoverished people.
Should destroy Hamas and should be able to bring the food to the people who need it. But instead, what you are doing, and what Cenk is doing, is you are perpetuating the rule of Hamas. Did you not see Odeh Raby? Do you know who that is, Cenk? Cenk, who's Odeh Raby? Do you know Odeh Raby? Did you speak about Odeh Raby, Cenk? I didn't see him on your social media.
Listen, here's what I'm speaking about, how the fact that your government is starving 2.2 million people right now. You're starving the babies, you monster. Why don't you stop? You're the terrorist.
10,000 people came to his funeral when his body was dragged through the streets of Gaza. His parents received his body with a noose around his neck and his underwear. And all of those people, 5 were killed, and dozens and dozens of them have gone missing.
You know who's the worst terrorist in the world?
Decide to keep Hamas in power. And the reason is you've never been on the ground. You support David Duke. You're an anti-Semite at your core. You care nothing else about the Muslim world. You don't care about women's rights.
If you're going to talk over everyone else, I'm going to talk over you. You've starved more people than anyone else in the world. Israel has killed more journalists than anyone else in the world. You're not going to talk over me. You've got these people that are starving, and Hamas did not make that decision. Hamas is terrible. Israel made that decision. But whenever you start talking about Israel, guys like this come on shows and never stop talking.
Don't talk over each other because no one can hear it.
Israeli propaganda, and I'm sick of it. Get him to shut up for a second and let other people talk. All they do is Israeli propaganda. It is a fact that they are starving the children of Gaza right now. It is a fact that they have killed over 53,000 people. And he says, oh, 1,200 is terrible. It is terrible what Hamas did on October 7th. But to say that 1,200 people killed and
you don't think it's terrible,
children killed is
Since
terrible.
the very day you've been against the government
but to say
providing
that
the bombs to Israel needs to fight its wars.
Killed are not
you sit
terrible.
and scream.
That
You never
12,000
ever blame
babies and
Hamas.
children
Where's
killed
Hamas,
is
Cenk?
not terrible.
If it was up to you, you'd be leaving the Gazan people under the regime of Hamas. You are the enemy.
Okay, I mean, obviously that's insane. I mean, it's pretty entertaining. And has it really accomplished much? No. And in fact, there was actually a guy on the panel who left the panel, I'm assuming, because of how insane that was. I mean, again, it's entertaining, but are you really accomplishing anything with that kind of debate? I'm not so sure about that. But again, Cenk's making the point. I mean, the Israelis are still making the argument that, hey, we got to go into Gaza, we got to destroy Hamas. It's over a year and a half now, and Hamas is still there. Again, there's reports that there's more Hamas now than there was in the beginning. So obviously, whatever they're doing is failing. And if you listen to the political line coming from the Israeli government, they're literally looking to conquer the Gaza Strip. That's what they're saying. They're going to take it over. And again, this guy's claiming, "Oh, we're going to set up food centers. They should be praising us." Praising you. I mean, it's completely insane. There's a freaking food blockade where people are starving to death because of the actions of the government right now. The idea that they should be praised, it is pretty sick. So I agree with Cenk on that. It is pretty sick stuff. And again, it just continues into more ad hominem attacks. Again, this guy attacks Cenk for the Armenian genocide, saying he doesn't recognize it. Again, he wrote a college op-ed like 30, 40 years ago. And of course, now he does acknowledge it, obviously. And at the same time, he also says he talked to David Duke. Yeah, he talked to David Duke and he grilled him. The idea that he was like the way this guy's framing it, Cenk Uygur, he was talking to David Duke and yeah, he was like agreeing with him. Completely ridiculous, not true at all what was happening there. So again, he's just lying and making propaganda in order to support this narrative, which is ridiculous. So, and again, there's one more clip of this where he just more personal attacks, but he's calling him a terrorist. Both sides. I mean, the entire thing is insane. I mean, beyond bonkers. Here's a second clip, and we'll talk about it after.
Go ahead,
under the regime of Hamas. You are the enemy.
Sick,
you are the
person.
enemy of the Gazan people.
You are the enemy of America. You are the enemy of America, okay? You got up to fight Iraq.
You call yourself a young Turk.
You've taken $300 billion. You starved children to death. You are the worst terrorist of my lifetime.
You led 1 million Armenians into the Syrian desert
Armenian
and watched them
genocide.
die.
In fact, Armenian genocide, you
name your show
the
the
Armenian
young Turks. You
genocide
should
is
be ashamed of yourself.
exactly what Israel is doing to the Palestinians now.
David Duke is a pro-American. I get it, Cenk. David Duke is the American.
Israel is the largest terrorist organization in the world right now.
All right. All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, listen.
Okay, again, obviously it's very personal, and again, he brings up the Armenian genocide line. But guys, look, at this point where we're at right now, defending the Israeli government's actions, and it's kind of indefensible, I think, at this point. It really is kind of indefensible. And what you do see is, without allowing the food in, you are going to see mass starvation, and it's not. And this is becoming more and more like this is not just Cenk Uygur saying this, like it was just a few months ago, and just many pro-Palestine supporters. You're having the French government, the UK government, basically threatening Israel with, I'm not sure, sanctions of sorts if they do not end this immediately. And the president reporting, Trump, saying that there's going to be some sort of consequences if they do not allow aid in right now. So again, we're seeing as I said, a kind of a turning point here where even allies of Israel seem to be turning on them. So we could be seeing a major, major shift in policy in the Western world toward Israel if the Israelis do not stop this war immediately. And will that happen? I really don't think so, because the political line in Israel is still basically to go in and conquer the Gaza Strip, and I think you're going to see them do that. Will they be successful? I don't think so, but that's what they're going to try and do. So absolutely wild argument there between Cenk Uygur and an Israeli spokesperson there. Absolutely wild stuff. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section. Again, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to comment. Make sure to subscribe. That's what I got for you guys today. What a wild, wild debate. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the Patreon and Amazon links below as well. And I'll see you later.